Happy Friday, beautiful souls, and welcome to Spiritually Her. This is your safe space to explore the magic of inner work, grow your confidence, and embrace your self worth as the ultimate superpower. I'm Terrika Surrenity, your host and guide on this transformative journey. Here, we're breaking barriers, we're rewriting our stories, and stepping fully into that girl energy together. So grab your favorite drink, let's settle in, and let's vibe. Your next level starts right now. Happy Spiritually Her Friday, guys. And listen, I am so happy, so excited to finally talk to you guys. Like, goodness, this week has been extremely long, and yeah, finally it's Friday, and I get to talk to the fam, okay? The soul circle, the A team, okay? I am just basking in you guys' energy, you guys' love and appreciation for the Spiritually Hurt community. And just know that today is going to be a good one. All right. So, for the people who are new to the podcast, welcome. All right. I am your hostess, Terrika Surrenity. And just know that this is the place where we heal, laugh, cry a little bit, not too much though. And this is the place where we choose ourselves like it's a lifestyle. Okay? Because it is a lifestyle. It is not just a phase, right? This is a life journey that is evolving always. Okay? So listen, the topic of the day. First off, just want to say, started off wondering and like really trying to get my energy together for today. I think something dealing with this new moon has been very pungent as far as the energy for today. Like, I feel like today was just kind of like a lot of stale energy where I really didn't feel like doing much. I wasn't really productive. I don't know, either it was the moon cycle or it was my ADHD. But that's besides the case, or besides the point. I just know that I needed to journal. I needed to release this energy because earlier this week I was so positive in my frequency. I was in a good space. And all of a sudden today I was having those old thoughts of limiting beliefs, the old thoughts of stagnation or no longer wanting to do the things that are changing my life. That is a part of the healing process, okay? Honestly, I found this week to be kind of hard to do any of it. Not just today, now that I think about it. It was times where I was like, I don't feel like going to the gym, but let me just force myself to go. But then when I would be in the process of going to the gym, ended up getting a call from my younger son's school saying that he wasn't feeling well and there's this stomach bug going around. So then that prevented me from going, which is okay. But it just seems like there has been a lot of delays and hiccups that has taken me away from the energy and the frequency that I was in that was very productive. That was like, okay, I'm going to the gym. I'm doing this. All right, we're meal prepping. We are scheduling the podcast. We are, you know, getting the guests in. We are doing so much, like a lot of productivity. But this week was just not it for it. But that's okay because shifts happen and they all happen for a reason, right? So before this podcast episode, I wanted to just get my energy together. So I decided to journal just to get all of the feelings that I was feeling out, right? Creating that space, loosening up my body, my limbs, and really just getting my mind together. And one thing that caught my eye when I was journaling, let's see if I can go back to this page. But I wrote, I give myself grace to be human, to feel, and to regain my composure because I have a mission. And Spirit told me to like circle the word mission. And the mission just really, I don't know, I felt chills in my body when I wrote that. And Spirit said that that is the message for today. So that's what we're talking about. But just know that when I circled that, it was just like the indicator, and those are those little breadcrumbs and aha moments that tends to happen. But Spirit was like, that's exactly where you need to come back to. So today we're talking about the mission, we're talking about healing, we're also talking about boundaries, and why being healed really got me looking like the meanest version of myself, okay? But in the best possible way. All right, so this week, even though I wasn't really feeling productive or anything, it almost felt as if I was in this bad mood. But I realized that in the scenarios where I was kind of in a bad mood, it wasn't like I was being a complete bitch. It was me coming from a place of healing and no longer allowing bullshit to access me. Those are bullshit people, bullshit situations, bullshit thoughts, bullshit anything, okay? I'm calling BS on it all, okay? And like it's that feeling of like, yeah, even though I call bullshit on these things and it may feel like, "Oh, are you being very negative?" But it's like, "No. I am doing myself service because I'm no longer allowing access things that do not align with me, things that are a waste of time. And even if I'm not in a state of productivity currently in this day, I am allowed rest, but I have done the healing to no longer accept bullshit." And that's one thing that I want to talk about, how sometimes you may get into those types of, feelings and states where you feel like, "Oh my God, I'm being like a lump on a fucking log. What am I doing? I need to be productive." And we have these negative thoughts that we are somehow going backwards when in actuality, we're resting because we need the rest. But all the work that we've done prior to this moment still stands. One thing I can say is that your mission is the one thing in your life that doesn't switch up on you. Yeah, you might be idle for a bit, but the healing that you've done doesn't go backward, okay? Rest is also a part of the mission. Allow yourself the rest, but don't stay too idle. It's almost like if you have ever worked a call center job, work from home job, anything where you have the after call work, and if you're in after call work for over a certain amount of time, all of a sudden you are considered idle. Like no one is at your computer, no one is ready to take calls, no one is ready to do anything. And all of a sudden your managers and everything start reaching out to you like, "Hey, you've been in after call for too long. Are you good? Are you okay? Hey, reaching out again. Are you okay?" And then eventually, if you're not communicating back to them, oh, they'll clock you out. Okay, she's not ready to work. She's gone. Or they will literally clock back in with you and just be like, "Hey, are you good?" Once you respond, like, "Oh, yeah, sorry, I was doing XYZ." Okay, cool. It's time to get back to it. Right? Side note, I used to hate that shit. But for this purpose, it makes complete sense of how God, universe, Our spirit team will literally speak to us energetically to give us that reminder that, hey, you've been an idol. You've been at after call work too long. I know you're resting, but it's time to get back out there. And understanding that your mission, it does not switch up. Yeah, your feelings may go up and down. They may switch. Your motivation may fade. Your energy may dip because, baby, you are human. Life gets chaotic. Kids overstimulate you. Life overstimulates you. Fucking bill collectors can overstimulate you. Phone ringing off the fucking hook. And they done started calling with fucking angel numbers now. I don't know how the hell they started doing that shit. But the stress shows up uninvited. But when you understand that the mission that you have, the calling that you have is consistent. It is the one thing that stays standing when everything else feels shaky. You ever notice that? That no matter what season you're in your life, something in your spirit always brings you back to the same calling, the same dream, the same vision, that same purpose. And even if you don't feel the mission like you once did in the beginning, even if you don't feel it, understand that it doesn't require you to feel it. Okay? Let's be real. Half the time, you don't feel like doing the things connected to your purpose. You may not feel like recording. You might not feel like creating or showing up. Or you may not even feel like being seen, standing on that stage, having all those eyes on you. You might not even feel like being consistent. But the mission isn't emotional. It's not waiting on your mood to rise. It's not saying, okay, she tired today. Let let me just pause. No, the mission is like whenever you're done scrolling, whenever you're done overthinking, whenever you're done doubting yourself or doubting the vision, doubting your calling, doubting your voice, I'll be right here. Because that's the one thing that's not going to switch up on you outside of God and the universe and your spirit team and everything like that. Like, it's not going to switch up on you. I had to learn there's a difference between rest and idle energy. With rest, I had to learn that that gives me clarity. It renews me. It restores my frequency, my energy. It creates space. But when it comes down to the idleness, that feels draining. It's like even when I am not being productive, I am still drained. I am still tired. I am unfulfilled. I'm just existing. And when you feel that energy of the idle energy of I'm not doing anything yet I am drained, that is the indicator when you need to push past it. Because you have to train your mind, train your body to, oh, okay, no, I'm not doing that. All right, the mission. Even when you don't feel like it, even when you don't. When it comes down to rest, rest is intentional. Meanwhile, the idleness is your way of avoidance. Rest is you giving your body what it needs to keep the mission going. You need the energy, you need the clarity, you need the sleep, the rest, the restoration. But when you're in the idleness, it's giving you are fearing. You are in scarcity. You are feeding into your limiting beliefs. You are allowing doubt and fear to take over. And you're hiding. And a lot of us, we confuse the two. Sometimes you don't need a nap, you just need direction. And sometimes you are not always being lazy. It is just the fact that, hey, I might be disconnected. I might need to rest to connect back. It's resting with a purpose, it's intentional rest. So understand that the mission pulls you out of idle energy. This is where the grace comes in. I'm telling you, I understand. Life is real, life is hard. Days get heavy, people need you, people pull on your energy, and it's not always so easy to cut everything out, right? And focus solely on what you have going on. Sometimes your mind gets overstimulated. Mine does on a regular, and your emotions hit you sideways, and your nervous system might quickly and easily go to that flight or fight syndrome where it is like it's too much. I just want to disassociate. And all of a sudden, I'm idle and I'm not productive. And that's where you calm your nervous system, push past it. So pause if you need to, breathe, reset, honor your humanity, but understand that when you are resting, it is intentional so that you can get up, so that you can return, you can recommit. Don't be the person that gives grace to yourself as an excuse to stay stagnant, to stay stuck. Grace should be used as the bridge that gets you back to your mission. Spirit is giving me this reference of the North Star. And I was doing a collective reading for the tribe on TikTok. And it was a reference to the North Star. And I kept hearing the North Star. North Star in people's, you know, placements when it comes down to their North Node. But Spirit is also bringing the North Star back to my memory right now. So I believe that this is a synchronicity for somebody. Somebody needs to hear this. That no matter what happens, your mission is what keeps you from drifting. Your mission is your North Star. It is the one that gets you back on track when you feel like you are not in alignment. It is that pull, that call that you get every time that you are stuck in places that do not match your energy anymore. Your mission gives you direction, identity, it gives you focus, and it reminds you who you are and what you're supposed to be doing. You know the saying that they say that we're here for a good time, not a long time. But guys, we are here to serve a purpose, to serve a mission. And even if you don't know what that mission is, follow the things that lights you up, that gives you joy, stuff that you would do every day, whether it's talking to people, whether it's helping people, nurturing people, maybe it's dealing with children, maybe it is dancing, maybe it's writing, it could be whatever. But that mission, that calling, it is inside of you, and that is your North Star. So whenever you feel lost, come back to the mission. If you're overwhelmed, if you feel like nothing is working, no matter what place, point you are in your life, trust me, I have seen it all, from homelessness, from suicidal thoughts, from feeling like I can't do this anymore, from feeling like what is going on? I have no purpose, I have no calling. I have went through all of the thoughts, and the mission never left me alone. No matter what I thought about myself, no matter what I said to myself, no matter the doubt or the fear, that mission kept me. Even when I did not know what it was, it kept calling, like a wake up call. And I'm literally seeing like a phone right now. It's like you are getting that wake up call. This episode is your wake up call. You don't have to show up as the perfect version of you that knows the answers. Just follow the call. Follow that North Star, whatever is in alignment. But make sure you give it the present version of you. So I know I've been like talking my mouth off and talking your ears off, but I'm glad you're listening. But just know that if you've been feeling off, unfocused, or just disconnected, if your energy has been low, maybe you've been on autopilot like I have been, you know? This is not only my reminder, but your reminder. My reminder to you. From my spirit guides to you. That you are never too far from the mission. And the mission is never too far from you. So don't stay idle too long, guys. You don't have to start over. You just have to start again. You have to choose to tap in. You got to choose to clock in. Because before you know it, you know, life is short. People are clocking out. So while you are here, make it count. And I hate sounding all like philosophical and shit like that, but it's the truth. All right? I love you guys. Stay aligned, stay committed, and stay on the mission. All right? I know this community, this group of people have some great things ahead of them, great things that they're working on, some visionaries. You guys are just amazing. And I am waiting on your mission. I am waiting to see your work. I am ready to hear your story. I'm ready to hear, see, experience all that you have festered in you, the vision, the purpose, the calling, the testimony, all of that you have inside of you. People are waiting to experience it. So don't keep a bitch waiting for long, okay? That's all I'm saying. All right, guys. See you on the next episode. I love you. I mean it. Bye. Thank you so much for tuning into this episode of Spiritually Her. I hope you felt inspired, empowered, and ready to take the next step on your journey. If you love this episode, don't forget to subscribe, leave a review, and share it with someone who needs to hear this message. Let's keep the conversation going. You can connect with me on TikTok at Surrenity101. That's SURRENITY101. And on Instagram at spiritually.her. I love to hear your thoughts, breakthroughs, or even what topics you want to dive into next. Until next time, remember, your power is already within you. Keep shining and simply stay spiritually her. Bye!